Hi, I'm here with Mona Deulin Cross from Taunton, and her art is on exhibit here at the Lakeville Art Gallery this month. Welcome. Thanks for joining us.
Thanks for having me.
Oh, well, it's our pleasure. And I guess I'd like to start out by maybe talking about how you got into art in the first place.
Well, I was really fortunate. My aunt was an artist. So when I was about 8 years old, she took me under her wing and taught me to paint.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, so every Saturday I would go to her house and we would paint with oil, and best part of my week. It was wonderful.
Oh, wow. You started with oil at 8 years old, huh? Wow. That must have been difficult to pick up at that age.
Not really. I think it's kind of like language. You know, if you learn it as a kid, it's not that bad. It's what you know.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, I had, issues painting by numbers with watercolor at 8 years old, but it still troubles me now to this day. So it looks like from your paintings, is oil your typical medium that you like to use? Oil's
my primary medium. That's what I started with. That's what I learned. But the past couple of years, I've been doing more pastel.
Okay.
So they're very similar.
Nice.
So I do them both, depending on the day and what strikes me.
Where do you find your inspiration? I mean, you have all types of different pieces in here.
A lot of my work is nature related.
Okay.
So animals, love to do animals, whether it's in oil or pastel. They're a lot of fun to do. Flowers, landscapes, still life, whatever catches my eye.
Okay. Now, is there any particular place that you go? I notice a lot of these are actually from around the area, such as the one from Taunton and at the Rock. Is there a certain place that you go to find inspiration for these? Or?
Well, there's a group of us that get together and do plein air painting on Fridays.
Okay.
So we're always looking for new places and new ideas. We've gone to Carver. There's one of the cranberry bogs here. We've gone to Dumoulin Rock. We've been to Taunton, North Middleborough. Wherever somebody has a great idea, oh, we should paint there. This will be pretty. So we go and check it out.
That's great. And as far as all the animals that you like to do, I'm sure you have to do those from photographs, or?
Yeah, they're largely done from photographs. Animals, like children, don't sit still long enough.
Exactly.
And especially when you're trying to work out the detail, it's much easier to have a photograph to work from.
Oh, definitely. And I love how the many different types of animals you have pictured just here at the library alone, from the owl to Jack and the dogs. It's a really nice contrast and really shows your skill at all these different techniques.
I'm always looking for new textures. I find pastel is a wonderful way to do animals. With the sanded paper, you get this fabulous texture. And sometimes they look like an oil painting. So when you get feathers and fur, it just makes the job easier.
Oh yeah, and I want to talk about the owl you painted on velvet. Now, is that a little bit different than canvas, I would assume?
It was very different. It was my first time, and actually one of the women that I paint with said, oh, I think you should try this. This will be fun. And I thought that she had done one herself and was saying, this is a good medium, you should try this. And I got partway through, and there were a few difficulties I was having, and I said, well, what did you do to fix this problem? She said, oh, I have no idea. I thought you'd be good at it. So it was kind of learning on the fly for that one.
Well, it came out great, I gotta say.
Oh, thank you.
And now, is there one in this gallery that you would say is your favorite?
Honestly, my favorite's the one I'm going to do next.
There
they're all my favorite while I'm doing them, but there are a few that are dear to my heart. There's a portrait over here, a friend of mine who's passed, and I had done that for his mother as a surprise. So that was kind of fun. A little bit of pressure on that one.
I bet.
And again, from photographs, and you don't really have the same resources anymore for that. So that's kind of a special one, but it really depends on the day and the mood. Sometimes, I'll really like one of them, and then I'll be like, yeah, it's okay.
I totally understand that. Now, what sort of emotion, what are you trying to hope that people get out of your artwork?
Well, that sounds very deep. Sometimes it's not as deep as all that. I tend to really be drawn to light and shadow and the effects of light. So that usually stirs some emotion in me. It kind of brings the scene to life, especially with the plein air paintings. So I figure if it can put you in the place and it brings back memories, of some sort, then it's a good thing.
Definitely. You know, all these landscapes really, you know, bring you right back to those places like the Dighton Rock or, you know, Middleborough. I recognize several of them, so they brought me right back to those places and the times that I was there, you know, because it still looks very similar, which some of these places, you know, 20 years from now, they may not.
They change a lot. Yeah, and it's a challenge with the plein air because you're outside and the conditions are changing. And there are a number of paintings from the Tranquil Lake Nurseries in Rehoboth. They've been wonderful about letting us come there and paint. But one day we were out in the middle of the iris field and the sky opened up and just poured. So we scurried away and the painting's half finished. So we came back the following week and it was nice and sunny. So we had to kind of touch up, but the painting was actually even better because of the light conditions.
Nice.
So you're always having to make quick decisions when you're doing the plein air paintings. And the funny thing is when you look back at the plein air paintings, you remember the weather, you remember all the details of the day, when you were swarmed by the mosquitoes, when the acorns were pelting you, when the wind picked up, when the temperature dropped and, you know, we start dropping brushes. And one of the paintings I changed from a brush to a knife because I was dropping my brushes. My hands got too cold. So there's a lot of memories in the plein air ones. You remember everything about the day. So it's kind of cool. And
now do you paint with a group from Taunton?
The plein air painters, some are from Taunton, East Taunton, Freetown, Middleborough, Carver. We're kind of sprinkled around.
Oh, nice. And if someone wanted to come out and paint with you guys, how would they go about contacting you?
Well, you could contact either the Taunton Art Association or you can give me a call. And we have a little email chain to catch up with people who are hooked up.
Nice.
And usually Friday mornings are our good painting day.
All right. And is there a place where people can see your artwork throughout the rest of the year?
Well, I don't have a gallery that's representing my work right now, but I am a member of the Fall River Art Association, the Taunton Art Association, and the Plymouth Art Guild. So there's usually work done in Plymouth because their exhibits last for a couple months. So the art's up there for a little bit longer. Oh,
nice. Well, we definitely look forward to you know, seeing it there once, unfortunately, it can't stay here forever.
No. No,
but it looks great in here. I encourage everyone to come down and check it out. Once again, I'm here with Mona Deulin Cross, and I heard you actually won a art festival in Taunton.
I've gotten a couple awards at the local show, which is always nice.
Great job. You clearly deserve it. I mean, beautiful artwork.
Oh, thank you so much.
And thank you so much for spending some time with us.
Oh, I appreciate it. It's wonderful to be here.